Hello and greetings everyone, welcome to my channel, Darth Boreas here. Today I'm doing another reaction to Tales in Melody. This time Savior or Conqueror Revan. Damn it, the last song really still is with me. By the way, if you don't know, I usually record my videos in a row, so don't be surprised that it's just the next song that I may refer to a song that I have maybe not even uploaded yet. Let's see. With that said, Savior Conqueror by Tales in Melody about Revan. And if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, give a thumbs up like I will do here. I guess this is a blind reaction because I haven't given a thumbs up to it yet. With that said, let's enjoy. If you want to listen to the song uninterrupted, please go to Tales in Melody and check the song out. With that said, let's start.
We remember the fire.
Yeah, by the way, this was the last one, a video I did on this was his very first Revan tribute, and this is the very most recent. So I can turn off the subtitles as I see. And the AI background has improved so much. Really looks actually pretty cool.
We remember the name.
We remember the silence.
And this is one of the weird situations where a repeating background with the lights going back and forth is actually not a problem. I like it.
Before you came.
Hey! They pronounce it correctly this time. Okay, that's good. That's a good start.
Did you save? What did you break?
Nice singing. Ooh, nice music.
Sold bread where the starports burned. My brother came home with a face I'd never known. They said your war was a lesson learned, but lessons do not raise the dead from stone. You wore no crown, only shadow and steel, a promise carved into a crimson blade.
To generals, you were strategy made real.
To us you were the bill the children paid.
My father watched the outer rim turn red, while councils counted mercy like a cause.
The drums came first, then the villages fled, and every day of waiting meant more loss.
You crossed the line that the holy feared. You took the curse that the pure denied.
If hands stay clean while the helpless disappear, is that still light, or just a place to hide?
I'm not sure if you know Revan as in my viewers. If you don't, watch out his lore, absolutely amazing. This is referring to the Mandalorian Wars, where the Mandalorians started wiping out the citizens of the galaxy and the Jedi sat back and did nothing. And Revan said, hey guys, we can't have the Mandalorians genocide entire planets, we have to do something, and that's when he turned on the Jedi. And became a Sith to stop the Mandalorians, and he was super successful with it too. Also, like half the Jedi Order went with him because most thought that sitting back was the wrong choice here. So yeah, so far really good. Singing is on point. The AI is getting really good.
Chose the war.
The war chose us.
You fed the dark
to start something worse.
You broke the republic.
You held it together.
And we were the dust between the blade and the answer. Under the mask, is it mercy or wrath? A savior's hand on a conqueror's path. We curse your name, we whisper it still. The wound and the shield, the choice and the will. You left us graves,
You bought us good.
but dawn can bleed
When the night lives on.
Revan, Revan, the galaxy asks,
Who are we all behind the masks?
Reference to the last song, I suppose. Very well done so far.
I saw the fleets with their endless teeth, heard star-forged thunder in every sky. No farmer knows what the warlords mean, only which fields are too poisoned to try. They say your memories were stolen away, that someone rewrote the soul beneath, but erased is not innocent, washed is not clean.
You know what? Now I really want to see a fan movie or just a movie depicting any Star Wars war, really, though Mandalorian would be pretty cool, from the just normal people's perspective. Because we as a viewers who usually follow the Jedi around, we don't get to really see how dark it is for normal people. We don't see the destruction like in this video. We don't see what cost is to be paid in these wars. It's implied, but we don't actually see it. And I think the perspective of just average people in Star Wars is something that we really need to see one day.
Ghosts do not care who forgets to grieve.
I saw a soldier drop to their knees, not for a throne, not for Sith, not for pride. Just tired of burying refugees, just tired of watching the strong decide.
If memory shattered, then choice remained. A second life in a borrowed name.
What matters more when the stars are stained?
The hand that wounded or the hand that came.
Now in this song the female voice fits perfectly because it's not just about Revan and she gives a different perspective, so I like that.
You were the storm.
You were the wall.
You taught fear to kneel.
You answered its call.
You made monsters.
You fought them too.
And every scar learned a different truth. Under the mask, is it mercy or wrath? A savior's hand on a conqueror's path. We curse.
I think the reason why Revan is so liked by many people is because he's real. Like, he feels like a person. He has good intentions and good reasons to leave the Jedi. He has good intentions and good reasons to join the Sith. The war that he wages, the things that he does with actually well-meaning good intentions, and he achieves a greater good for the galaxy as a whole, even though he has to do some pretty horrible things to get there. And if you look at history, at any big conqueror, at any nation founder, at any well-known leader of a nation, that's reality. At a certain point, when you lead, if you get to a position of power, you usually have to do some pretty dark things to get into that position of power, and once you have it, you usually have to do some not so nice things to make things right or to keep your position. That's just politics for you. Alexander the Great did a lot of horrible things, and yet we call him the Great because of his achievements. We have Julius Caesar did so much good for Rome, and yet he also did a lot of horrible things. Goes for pretty much any big name in history. Cleopatra did some really bad stuff, and yet we like her. Albert Einstein did some things that are difficult, let's say, and yet we like him. Even Mahatma Gandhi did some stuff I can't say on YouTube. So he's not a pure good person either, because in reality those don't exist. We don't have just good people. Everyone has a dark side. Everyone does something that is not that nice. Even the worst people have good stuff that they did and had some good intentions. Evil certain mustache painter, he introduced animal rights. He introduced minimum wage. He built a good street network and stuff like that. So while he did some really evil stuff, it's not the only stuff that he did. And to be fair here, he wasn't the only one doing it. The guy in Russia and the guy in China even did worse in those regards, and the French invented it. So yeah, perspective. It's really try to see a bigger picture, and Revan is so I think people like Revan so much because he feels like an actual person, and not a, oh, I can do no wrong, I'm holier than thou Jedi, and not a, ah ha ha ha, I can do evil because I like evil. You get you get my drift here. It's a complex character in a world that's usually very black and white, or red and blue in this case. So yeah, let's go. Have Revan Knights survived into the Clone Wars? I think we kind of wiped out the Revan Knights in Old Republic, but it would be cool. Do you know the singer of Linkin Park that died, Chester? I forgot his name. Yeah, that guy. This short singing reminded me a little bit of his screaming. I think you could do a great song with a voice like that, like a Linkin Park style song.
I am not Jedi, I am not Sith, I am the child of what power permits. I learned that heroes can sharpen knives, then call the screaming necessary life.
Did Revan exist before Ahsoka? Because I think so. And Ahsoka at times feels a little bit like a Revan ripoff. I mean, she's her own character, don't get me wrong, but her journey seems eerily similar at times. Nice that we now have a name for the female voice.
Staying strong, so tell me, Revan, when the mask came off,
Did you see faces or just the cars?
Is it just me, or is the pronunciation of Revan/Revan not the same in the same song?
tell me, Revan,
When the dark
Yeah.
came near,
did you become it to bury fear? Maybe the blade is never just light. Maybe the shadow remembers the bright. Maybe the heart is a battlefield too. And every verdict we cast is.
That's what I meant. I spoke about Linkin Park, and yeah, that's what I mean. This can be so powerful in the right moment. Fantastic. I still request a song with that.
The mirror we use. You are the ash in our lungs.
you are the breath that remains.
You are the war we became.
You are the war you contain.
You are the name we condemn.
You are the name we defend.
You are the question that never ends. Under the mask, is it mercy or wrath? A savior's hand on a conqueror's path.
The song really evolves. Like every minute or so, every 1.5 minutes or so, it feels like a different song almost. Really, really cool.
We curse your name, we whisper it still. The wound and the shield, the choice and the will. If justice speaks,
It speaks through pain.
if hope survives,
It speaks your name.
and both are true.
When the stars look back,
We all lose light, we all wear black. Live on the galaxy.
The Road Armband. Dude, can you teach the AI to be consistent with pronunciation in the same song at least? Like, I get if the pronunciation sometimes changes between songs, but in the same song, it's really off-putting if the same name is pronounced like 5 different ways.
Who are we all?
It would be fine, it would be 5 different voices doing it, because then it would be a dialect/accent kind of thing. Like, I could understand that, but it's the same two people, and the pronunciation seems all over the place.
Behind the man, may the lost be remembered,
May the guilty be named.
may the broken be answered.
May no wound be explained away.
One problem I have with the whole wound in the lyrics, because if I recall correctly, there were two wounds in the Force, one being Nihilus and one being Mitra Surik, and while Revan had a hand in creating them, he himself was definitely not a wound in the Force. So maybe the wound thing doesn't quite fit with a Revan song. Do we have a Mitra Surik song? I'll look for it later.
Not saint, not monster, a mirror in war.
Revan,
The mask we carry, the self we answer for.
Sorry, the pronunciation got me off guard. Man, this almost sounded like a kids show. Sorry. I honestly would cut the last 20 seconds, the last 30 seconds of the song or so. Yeah. Anyway, other than that, it was really enjoyable. I liked it. Keep going. Looking out for more. Actually, I'm going to do something right now. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day, and may the Force be with you.